Yo, what's going on, y'all? We got another week. This is week 8 to 9, recapping week 8, going into week 9. If you're new to the channel, hit the like button, subscribe, drop a comment down below. Should have timestamps as well. If y'all saw the thumbnail, should be Colin Cowherd's top 10, touching on week 8, and also predictions for week 9. So, yeah, man, let's get to it. Let's start with week 8. We got the Ravens versus the Buccaneers. Go ahead, talk about that. Bucks, man, looking lackluster this season. Not looking like themselves. Not looking like the potential that we expected. Not looking like the hype. Lamar Jackson, 238, 2 touchdowns. It was a tough game for the Ravens as well. So I'm not gonna just put this all like the Bucks were just terrible. I mean, the Ravens, they didn't play their best. Obviously, here we are, came back in the second half. Held it there. Yeah, they actually did pretty good in the second half, but close game. You know, watching this game, it did seem tougher sometimes. I say we're 65 yards rushing. King Drake 62, 8.9 yards a carry, 5.9 yards a carry. The Bucks run defense that looked so elite earlier this year, just in the last 2 games, is not looking very good, man. Isaiah Likely did amazing in Mark Andrews' absence. Once Mark Andrews left the game, 6 catches, 77 yards, and a touchdown. Pretty nice touchdown. I think it was a toe tap at the back of the end zone. Demarcus Robinson led the receivers. Buccaneers, Tom Brady, 325, 1 touchdown, no picks. Leonard Fournette, 24 yards, 1 touchdown. Mike Evans, he was balling. Mike was just going crazy. Only thing he didn't do is reach the end zone, but he was doing really good. Chris Godwin, 6 for 75. Leonard Fournette had some receptions as well. Julio had a touchdown, but that was at the end of the game, and kind of game was pretty much over with at that point. Yeah, man, interesting to see what's going to happen with these teams moving forward. Ravens 5-3, Bucks 3-5. Bucks still have a chance to make playoffs. Their division is not that good right now. Ravens obviously in that race. Go ahead, try to pull that up real quick. Actually, I like this one. Go ahead. If the playoffs started today, the Ravens would definitely be in. Okay, there we are. The Bucks would not be at the moment. Falcons would. Oh my gosh, the Falcons in the playoffs. We did not expect that. Falcons in the playoffs. All right. Yeah, man, it's a tight division right now, though. So we're gonna see how they clean things up moving forward. We got the Broncos versus Jags. This actually was a decent game from what I remember. I remember this being a pretty decent game. Russell Wilson, 252, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Latavius Murray looks like he's about to be lead back for the Broncos. I just seen a report say that Melvin Gordon is the starting running back. I saw that. I just saw that earlier, but I mean, 14 carries to 9 carries says something different, you know? And I think starter really doesn't mean anything at this point. I think it's just, hey, whoever is just performing the best at the moment and whoever we feel like should get the ball in certain situations. If it's, you know, short yardage, hey, Latavius, get in there. If we're in a bunch of short yardage situations, Latavius is going to out carry you, Melvin. This is what it is. He's a bigger back. We trust him more. That's just how I'm perceiving it and thinking of it. Melvin had 3 catches for 23 yards, so I think he pretty close in total yardage, but yeah. Greg Dulcich looking nice. I ain't gonna lie, man. He looking like a nice rookie tight end. There's a few rookie tight ends that's actually looking pretty nice right now. But since he's came back from I guess injury, since he's been playing in the past 3-4 weeks, whatever that's been, he's been pretty good, man. I feel like he fits the offense pretty nice. Trevor Lawrence, 133, a touchdown, 2 interceptions. Travis Etienne, elite. Evan Ingram looking nice. This receiving core is pretty solid. They didn't really do too much. This is a nice defense. Broncos defense is pretty nice. Definitely going to miss Bradley Chubb on that defense. I think they traded for somebody to replace him. I think it was Jacob Martin. Solid pickup, but what's the issue? Did they just not want to pay Bradley Chubb? Is his contract coming up or something? Y'all let me know. Normally that's what it is. It's normally contract. Dolphins versus Lions. How did this play out? I know Tua. I know the receivers did really good. Tyreek 188. Jalen 106 and 2 touchdowns. Mike Gesicki had a touchdown. Mostert, Chase Edmonds is out of there. That's crazy, man. The way their offense is catered, like the way everything fits, they what's his name? Jeff Wilson is going to be a very good pickup for them. It's more downhill running, and I feel like Chase is more of a scat back, you know, more elusive, shifty receiving back, and I feel like they just like, hey, north and south, that's what they need. And Mostert fits that, and so does Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson is a nice running back, got good burst, good speed, good size, all around pretty good running back. It's gonna be a very interesting duo with him and Mostert. Even though we've seen that in San Fran already, they're gonna be the two primary backs. So it's gonna be all love for them. I think high hand running back rotation. It's gonna be good to see. This offense is gonna be even better, I feel like, with him. And then defensively, they added Bradley Chubb, so they're gonna be better as well moving forward. But in this game, try to stick on this. Dang, I should save this stuff for the predictions. In this game, Jared Goff 321 and a touchdown. Jamal Williams, he out carried DeAndre Swift. That was kind of strange. I know two of those touchdowns were, the two touchdowns were goal line carries. Jamal's a hard running back. I mean, well, DeAndre runs pretty hard at times too. But it's kind of interesting that he got the bulk of the carries. I don't know, but I did see DeAndre didn't practice today because he's still dealing with injury, so maybe that's why. TJ Hawkinson 3 for 80, traded. Random to me. That's very random to me. Did not expect that. TJ is traded. Brock Wright did have a pretty good game this year, so I'm assuming they're going to lean on him. That's what I'm assuming. We'll see. Khalif came up pretty big. He's consistent. Josh Reynolds 2 for 14. Kind of strange, man. I mean, the Dolphins do have a good defense though, so maybe that's why they really weren't on it. But I don't know, man. Lions have potential to be an electric offense. Them trading TJ was kind of confusing me. Unless he's up for a contract and they just don't want to pay him, I'm kind of confused, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see how that plays out. Panthers versus Falcons. Phillip Walker, hey man, this was a great game. This was a great game. I just remember how this ended. A great game. PJ Walker, man, good quarterback. Deontay Foreman is looking like a starter in this league. I see no worries for them. We have a decent amount of football left in this year, and if he could finish strong and consistent, I believe next year Panthers have their starting running back. I would draft a rookie just for insurance in case of injury. I mean, they still have Chuba, so actually you don't need to draft one. You could probably pick somebody up in free agency, or you can just stick with who you got on the roster. But Deontay, starter. And if Chuba plays good again, like he did in the first game where they split carries, they will have a nice duo of running backs. DJ Moore looking like he has a resurgence ever since PJ Walker started playing, man. Terrace Marshall had some good catches in this game. Laviska Shenault is not looking like a big target. Hopefully, that changes. It's like, why did they trade for him? He's not being involved at all. At least not to the extent that I expected. But we'll see. We'll see how everything plays out. Marcus Mariota, 253, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. Caleb Huntley, 91 rushing yards. Oh, Caleb led them in rushing yards? Didn't know that. Tyler Algier, 39 rushing yards. Caleb led them in rushing yards. What did he play this week? I could have sworn I just seen him as a free agent in fantasy, and I am going to go and pick him up just in case. I know that I ain't playing the Chargers too. I'm gonna add him to my list for right now. All right. Anyways, Kyle Pitts 5 for 80. Kyle Pitts starting to cook. This is his second solid game this year. I'm not gonna say good, because I feel like he has potential to be way better than this. Second solid game this year. 5 for 80 and a touchdown. Demir Bird, a touchdown. Tyler Algier had a receiving touchdown as well. Demir, he had a pretty good touchdown. He burnt off on him. Cardinals versus the Vikings. Kyler Murray, 326. How did this go? I'm trying to remember. I don't remember entirely. 326, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. Kyler led them in rushing. D Hop is D Hop. Rondell Moore to play pretty good. Zach Ertz played pretty good. Don't remember chronologically how this game played out. Like, I remember the events throughout. 232, 2 touchdowns. Dalvin Cook 111. The Vikings out the win. They moved to 6-1. Interesting, very interesting. Them picking up TJ is going to be very nice. Irv Smith has been playing solid this season. I'm not gonna say he's been playing good. He's been playing solid this season. He was improving. He's looking better. Him going on IR, I don't know what the injury is. I haven't seen if he's out for the season or what it is specifically, but TJ is going to be a nice addition to that offense. Very nice addition. Either when Irv comes back, they're running plays with 2 tight ends, mixing it up, getting creative, or Irv getting traded because TJ's nice. Bears versus Cowboys. Justin Fields. Justin was cooking at the beginning of the game, cooking at certain points in this game. He was doing what he could with his legs and making some nice throws here and there and escaping pressure. But they're gonna need to figure out more. Picking up Chase Claypool was a good pickup for them. I like it, definitely like it. But they're gonna have to find ways to get him the ball. Not only that, expand the playbook, because I feel like with the Steelers playbook was kind of stale a little bit. Sometimes with the Bears playbook is kind of stale, but we'll see. If Chase can go out there and ball out, man, it's gonna be good to see. Not only that, it will open a lot of different things for this offense. Khalil Herbert led them in rushing, 99 rushing yards and a touchdown. Darnell Mooney led them in receiving. So this will help Darnell too. And Kill Harry, this will help him too. It's going to help out the whole offense, adding Chase Claypool. But in this game, Cowboys dominated pretty much. Dak Prescott 252 touchdowns, 1 pick. I think that pick was tipped. Tony Pollard 131. Tony, great game by Tony. Great game. Bears defense run defense has not been good this year, but great game by Tony. Man. It just adds more controversy to the Tony and Zeke conversation. But pretty sure they're gonna stick with Zeke for now. We'll see. CeeDee Lamb 5 for 77 and a touchdown. Dalton Schultz. Defense went crazy, man. His defense did pretty good. Cowboys looking like a good team. Bears looking like a team who are what's the word? Competitive here and there, but they traded Roquan Smith, traded Robert Quinn, so it's gonna be interesting how they play out moving forward. Maybe they're trying to clear cap space. Could be interesting if that's the scenario, but if you're gonna do that, use the draft picks on defense, a few on offense. But if you could get some good free agent signings, I'll try to pay some people to come out there and play with Justin Fields and get them some help, get them some weapons, if it's possible. I don't know what free agency is looking like this year. The Raiders got shut out by the Saints. Great game by them. Derek Carr 1-on-1, 0 touchdowns, an interception. Josh Jacobs 43 yards. Mac Hollins 7 for 64. Mac be looking nice from time to time. I ain't gonna lie. Mac be doing this thing. They shut down Josh. They ain't shut him down, but like they held him to very pedestrian numbers, very much he's under 50 rushing yards, so you can possibly call it shutdown. That's up to you. Andy Dalton looked really good in this game. 22 for 30, 229, 2 touchdowns. Alvin Kamara was crazy. Just bouncing off of defenders, breaking tackles everywhere. Man, he was crazy. 1 rushing touchdown, 2 receiving touchdowns, led them in rushing and receiving. Taysom Hill had some really good plays in this game as well. Chris Olave, consistent receiver, man, very consistent receiver. I like what they have in the future with him. Rashid Shaheed got some potential there with him as well. Defense played good, man. They did good, man. 2-5 Raiders, 3-5 Saints. Let me see what this looking like. No Raiders, no Saints, but some competitive teams. Saints got a chance to make it. Saints got a chance. Raiders, I don't know. I mean, their division a little iffy too. Who they got? The Broncos? No, never mind. Got the Chiefs and Chargers. I like both of them a little better. Steelers and Eagles. I mean, this was a expected win for the Eagles. Chase Claypool, he threw a touchdown pass. Why I don't remember this? Why do I not remember Chase throwing a touchdown pass for 1 yard? That is wild. Who did he throw it to? Oh, Derek White. Oh, okay. I kind of remember that play. I vaguely remember it. 191. Najee threw a pass to, it's crazy. 191 and an interception for Kenny. I got to fix something. Man, Jaylen Warren. I feel like he's been out rushing Najee lately, man. It's crazy. It seems like he's a better fit behind his O line right now. Though I think he's the better back. I like Najee better, of course. Najee has crazy potential, but O-line just, man, it just seemed like Jaylen might be a better fit behind the O-line. Average 8.3 yards per carry. Pat Fryermuth, 457, Mr. Reliable. Chase Claypool is gone. Crazy, man. Well, we should see more targets for George Pickens and company. I don't know if Calvin Austin is coming back soon, but that'd be interesting. If so, a lot of question marks with the Steelers, man. A lot of question marks. Jalen Hurts, 285 and 4 touchdowns. Pretty dominant game. Just dominant game all around. Miles Sanders, 9 for 78 in the touch. AJ Brown, 6 for 156, 3 sick touchdowns, man. Just crazy. AJ Brown, elite, man. Elite. Mac Jones, only quarterback who played in this game. Good to see. Mac, 194, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Ramondre led them in rushing and receiving. Interesting. Damian Harris looked like he is the backup now. Interesting, but I mean, Ramondre's talented. It's okay. Got a nice duo here. It's a nice duo. Jacoby Myers, 9 for 60 and a touchdown. One of the most consistent, one of the most underrated receivers in the league, in my opinion. That guy, man. Bill Belichick did good with that one. I believe Jacoby was undrafted. He did good with that one. Jets first game back without Breece Hall, so there was definitely some adjusting here. Garrett Wilson got a bunch of carries. They let it rip. 41 attempts for Zach Wilson. 3 interceptions. I believe one of these was just wild. It's like sometimes Zach, you gotta just throw it out of bounds. He does a good job escaping sacks and evading sacks, but sometimes I feel like he forces some of these throws. He has a lot of potential. The physical traits and all the tangibles, he is very talented. It's just the intangibles that I think that needs to be worked on. Some IQ decisions here and there, football IQ decisions here and there. But he's a talented quarterback, bro. Michael Carter led them in rushing. James Robinson. Hopefully we see a little bit more of this further down the road. But here they got pretty much shut down by the Pats. I think they'll get them going later. Garrett Wilson got a bunch of targets. Tyler Conklin, 6 for 79, 2 touchdowns, pretty good. So we'll see how this offense shifts and how they adjust. They played a team who had, they played pretty good run defense. The Patriots did, and again, you did not have Breece Hall, so there was you had to play a lot different in this game. So we'll see how they play moving forward. Are the Jets are technically a playoff team right now. Pats can do it. They can get there. We'll see how everything plays out later down the road. Malik Willis only threw 10 passes, 55 yards. Texans just got ran on. Deontre Hilliard had 83 yards. Derrick Henry had a casual 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. He just casually does this on the Texans. Same thing like how T.Y. Hilton. It's something about playing divisional opponents where Texans just let these specific players go off. It's like, I feel like as a coach or as a unit, I feel like as a unit, you are supposed to, not a unit, a team, organization. I feel like you draft and build your team around stopping the teams in your division, the best teams in your division. So if I'm the Texans, I'm trying to figure out how we can build the best run defense we can. We play against Derrick Henry. The Titans are arguably the best team in our division. We need to stop the run. We need to sign free agents. We need to draft players. Not only Derrick Henry, we play against Jonathan Taylor. I know Jonathan's hurt right now, but still, that's just, I feel like that's a philosophy. Figure out how you can make the team best to dominate your division, and then you build on from that. I feel like there's a vision. First step, let's win our division, then let's win our conference, and then let's try to win the Super Bowl. But it starts there, and I don't know. Why all the time? You know, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know what the long-term philosophy or the long-term goal is. You just gotta trust the process. It's not. I'm not a GM. I'm not a manager. I don't know. I ain't none of that, man. So that's just the perspective. But casual 200. Damian Pierce was held to 35 rushing yards. He did have a receiving touchdown, kind of saved them there. Looked like the Titans played some really good run defense because he's been doing good this season. Very good. They hit him to 35 rushing yards. Brandon Cooks led the team in receiving with 4 for 73. It's been a tough season for Brandon, man. I know he wanted to get traded. I wanted him to get traded. I was totally fine with it. We're not doing anything. He's a good player. You know, why not get some compensation and end this on good terms, you know? I understand we're going to look terrible on offense. We're going to be bad. But we're bad already. Why not get some draft picks in the process? And then the more we lose, the better our pick anyway. So at this point, I'm not trying to tank, but if we have a player who has trade value, why not go and get that value so we can draft more players? Because the team is not a win now team. We're clearly not a playoff team. We're not a playoff team. Why not trade? Why not trade this player who likely next year we won't be a playoff team? We're still going to be building. So why not trade this player who will benefit? It's going to benefit us, you know. I guess if the cap hit is that bad, then I understand. But if the cap hit isn't that bad, I don't. Giants versus Seahawks. Good game. Daniel Jones 176, 0 touchdowns, 0 picks. Saquon 53 in the touchdown. Darius Slayton 5 for 66. They played pretty solid offense, but just not good enough. And that's been the thing this year. They need to be a little bit more diverse. Not only they hit through 31 passes, but they need better receiver play. I don't watch the full game, so I can't tell you if the receivers are playing terrible or if it's just they're not getting open, or if it's the pass concepts, because they have a good running game. Daniel can run, Saquon can run, but the pass is what they need. Geno Smith 212, 2 touchdowns, efficient. Kenneth Walker 51, a little slight, had a very nice touchdown run. That is a nice running back, man. He can be their next franchise back if he stays healthy. He just gotta stay healthy. It's hard for us to see that with Seahawk running backs, but he gotta stay healthy. Tyler Lockett 5 for 63 in the touchdown. DK Metcalf 655 in the touchdown. Marquise Goodwin been playing pretty solid as of late. Defense, they play some good defense, man. They play some good defense. Seahawks are looking like Seahawks again, man. They're looking like the Seahawks again. 5-3. Looking forward to these two teams hopefully meeting back up in the playoffs if that's possible. NFC East got 3 teams in the playoff, right? They got the Eagles, the Cowboys, and the Giants right now. Look at that, man. They doing their thing. Who we got next to talk about? We got the Commanders versus the Colts. Taylor Heineke 279, a touchdown and a pick. It's a close game. What did this come down to a field goal? I can't remember. I think it came. I know it came down to the end. I can't remember. Did it come down to a field goal or a defensive stop or something? Taylor Heineke 6 rushes, 29 yards and a touchdown. So let them rush and tie with Curtis Samuel. Ooh, Colts had some good run defense, man. Brian Robinson and Antonio Gibson and J.D. McKissick did not play too hot. Hello? Sorry, y'all. Where did I leave off? Terry McLaurin. This man, past 2 weeks, he had Jair Alexander last week. He had Stephon Gilmore this week. I got to give it to Terry, man. I don't know if him and Taylor just have a better connection or what, but that's when it started, when Taylor came. So I got to give it to him, man. Something's there. But he has the potential. So we know that. We know Terry has the potential to play against these number 1 corners and win. He has that potential. It's just, they gotta put him in position, and it looks like Taylor got chemistry. I feel like Taylor's not gonna be quarterback of the future. Terry is a wide receiver of the future, whether he end up leaving or staying. If he stays, cool. But if I'm Terry, bro, I'm not going through another year of this. You know, I'm gonna try to if they're doing another quarterback carousel next year. I think his rookie contract should be ending within the next year or two. If he doesn't get tagged, I'd go. You know, go to a team with a good quarterback that needs a number one receiver. You know, yeah, but yeah, some consistency. That's what he needs. He needs some consistency. Antonio Gibson 758, a touchdown. Curtis Samuel 350. Let's see, Colts. Sam Ellinger, Sam efficient, 17 for 23, 201. No touchdowns, but no picks. Good. Jonathan Taylor 16. Sorry, excuse me, 16 for 76. Solid. I get the same. Oh no. I need Mike Evans to stay healthy. Jonathan Taylor. I think Taylor left the game with a twisted ankle. So unfortunate. Paris Campbell been playing pretty solid for them. I ain't gonna lie. Alec Pierce 3 for 65. Michael Pittman 753. Alec is a big play receiver, man. I like the potential that they have. I ain't gonna lie. This Colts team, they're like in the middle right now. They're like a team who is very competitive, but they just need that elite quarterback. But not only that though, I ain't gonna say just need. They need consistent elite receiver play, consistent high end receiver play. They need that too. They have talent there, but they need that consistency on that end. Jonathan Taylor just stay healthy, you know. They got good O line, blah blah blah, and then the quarterback, you know. But the defense is pretty solid. Where are these teams going? 4-4, 3-4-1. Both of them have hopes. They both have hopes right now. 49ers and Rams. Jimmy G 235 and 2 touchdowns. Oh man. 49ers hired me. Yeah, they dominate the Rams. This was the dominant game. It was a fun game to watch. I ain't gonna lie. From the 49ers side, from the Rams at the beginning, they were making plays, and it looked like it was gonna be a good game. And then the 49ers just started stretching away and start sliding away. C-Mac, see him on all 3 phases: passing, rushing, receiving, and all include a touchdown. George Kittle looked like he's back, man. Love to see it. Love to see it. I want to see George stay consistent, stay healthy. I want to see how they diversify this offense after this bye week with hopefully we get Debo back healthy. I need him back healthy too because I got him in fantasy. Traded for him. He hasn't played for me yet. I got him this game and he was out this game. So if he would have played this game, I would have won. I lost by 7 points. It's okay though. Matthew Stafford 187 to touchdown. No picks is good though. Ronnie Rivers led them in rushing 8 for 21. Cam Akers apparently, I don't know if Cam is sitting out or they're just not playing him. One of my boys, he told me that they're trying to negotiate with his agent to get him to they're trying to negotiate with his agent. I didn't read it. I need to go look at it, look it up. But what are they negotiating if he's on a team already? And why is he not playing football? What's going on? Are you trying to do a buyout? Or are you trying to agree to some type of terms? What's going on? Cooper Kupp 79 in the touchdown. Allen Robinson 554. Allen Robinson ain't balling out, but man, I expected so much more from him. He ain't balling out, but he it's decent. 554. Yeah, I don't know what it is about the 49ers and the Rams and why the 49ers just keep beating them. Packers versus Bills. Bills just a better team. Aaron Rodgers 203, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Aaron Jones went crazy, and I'd expect that. Aside from him running the ball crazy, they played pretty good defense. Packers kind of took what they could get, and they got a lot in the run game for sure. But that Romeo Dobbs catch was crazy. But yeah. Josh Allen 218, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Devin Singletary 67 yards. This is gonna be so nice. It's gonna be good, bro. Naheem Hines. So Naheem is nice. He's a nice running back. I like what he can do in the receiving and rushing game. I think it's going to be more of a battle. Like how Zach Moss was just the designated number 2 running back. I think it's not even a battle, but I think it's going to be like a running back committee. They're going to use the running backs just for whatever situation. I think James Cook is going to start getting more snaps. I think it's going to be more running back by committee in whatever scenario we need you in with this trade, because Naheem brings some diversity to this running back core. It was interesting because they tried to get J.D. McKissick last year in the offseason, And Naheem Hines is actually, I feel like him and JD were similar type running backs, like their receiving style, third down running back. But I feel like Naheem was better. So they didn't end up getting JD McKissick. And it's tough because JD is now kind of like just third string and not even getting much play time. As useful as he was last year, they added more weapons to the offense, so he's not getting much play time. But interesting how they didn't end up getting JD. And now he's in a situation where he chose to stay there. But I'm pretty sure he didn't foresee that. Not to say anything negative about him, but they didn't get JD. That played out how it played out. And now you got Naheem Hines, who last year I feel like arguably, one of the other best receiving backs in the league. One of the best third down backs in the league. So that played out very interesting. And this was a good pickup for them. Good pickup for them. It's going to help their offense very much so. Going to make them very more. I can say very, but it's going to make them. It's going to make an already explosive offense a little bit more versatile. So they're going to be dangerous. Stephon Diggs, Stephon Diggs, just him. James Cook, one catch for 41 yards. Gabe Davis, I seen he was covered by Jair Alexander a lot, or a decent amount. It was a video I saw. So had a pretty pedestrian game. I had to trade him. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, I need some consistency, man. But I'm gonna miss him. I'm pretty sure he's gonna have some big games. Everybody has down games, here and there, but it's all good. Ended up getting T. Higgins. So that was cool. But Joe Burrow, Bengals 4-4, Browns 3-5. How does the AFC North looking? It's an interesting division right now. Browns could get in. So could the Bengals. We'll see how everything plays out. I ain't gonna talk too much about playoffs right now. Joe Burrow 232, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Joe Mixon held to 27 rushing yards, kind of tough. He has 32 receiving yards, 7 catches. That's big. It's good. T. Higgins 49 and the touchdown. The touchdown catch was crazy. I was sick. Tyler Boyd 3 for 38 in the touchdown. Some consistency there. Hayden Hurst. I like his fit in his offense. They just got shut down, man. Browns had their number. I think this is their first game playing the Browns without Jamar Chase. So there was probably some adjusting there. First game playing since Chase has been drafted, since last year. It's their first time playing without Jamar Chase. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's the issue. I don't know. But Jacoby Brissett 278, 1 touchdown. Amari Cooper threw a wild interception. It actually was a nice pass. It was a spiral, a bullet, but threw it straight to him. Broke a tackle, threw the pick. But it looked nice initially, but then anyway. Kareem Hunt did not get traded. He wanted to get traded. Didn't get traded, unfortunately. I guess they felt, hey, we didn't get good enough offers. You can get the offers that we wanted. People not really going to trade for running backs like that unless you just unless he was Nick Chubb. It's crazy because Kareem could possibly have that potential to be a number one guy, but we're not going to see it, and they're not going to get that value for him that he believes in himself, because it's just not what we're seeing. We're seeing you as a number 2 back, and you're the best number 2 back in the league, but we're not seeing you as a number 1 back, and that teams are not going to give up number 1 compensation. I'm pretty sure if they gave up somewhere even half of what was offered for Christian McCaffrey, they probably would have took it, but they probably would get lowballed. So I don't know. I don't know what his contract situation looking like, if it's up soon or not, but they still got the best duo in the league with him and Chubb. Amari went off. Donovan People-Jones, consistent, man. Very consistent. Is that it? I think that's it, man. That one took a little longer. I feel like I was talking a lot more. I feel like I went a little deeper this week. Team stats. Let's go ahead and talk about these teams. Team stats, player stats. We're gonna get to it. It was a cool stat website. I'm gonna find it. I'll look it up. I'll look it up later. I want to run through this. We're gonna check out the best passing offenses right now. We're gonna best and worst. Best Dolphins, of course. Bengals, of course. Buccaneers, surprising. I mean, I know they pass the ball a lot, but they offense just haven't been doing much this year, so kind of wild. Colts, surprising. Well, nah, man, Ryan was throwing the ball pretty well. He's just throwing picks. But, I mean, not too bad. Only threw 9 picks this year so far. Well, only. I can't say only. It's just, we're in week 9, so that's like a pick a game. And I know he had a 3 interception game. But, I mean, I don't think Matt was playing terrible. We've seen other quarterbacks throw 3 picks this year. Bills, Chiefs, Saints, Chargers, Cardinals, 49ers. Let's see. Worst passing offense. Titans. Oh my gosh, I ain't gonna lie. Crazy to think that the Titans only lost 2 games this year. They're like 5-2 or 6-2. They got the worst passing offense in the league. They're like skating by right now. They play the Chiefs this week. This will be an interesting game. I don't know if Malik Willis is playing. If he is, I want to see. I prefer to see that than Ryan Tannehill right now, just for entertainment purposes. I hope he plays good. Ryan Tannehill might be the better option for success rate, definitely. But I wouldn't mind seeing it. Bears, Giants, Falcons, Texans, Cowboys, Panthers, Ravens, Raiders. Giants got to clean that up. It kind of, I kind of want to say they're skating by, but not really. They look a little more dominant than the Titans. But hey, I think all the Titans games were within one possession. I think Giants got a little bit more leeway than that. A little bit, not much. Actually, I think a lot of their games were one possession games too. Yeah, Vikings, they down here, but they finna go up pretty soon, adding TJ to their offense. But they're pretty balanced though. Vikings are a pretty balanced team. Rushing teams, best rushing teams. Worst. Rams, Bucks, Chargers, Texans. Dang, we got the worst. We're in the worst for rushing and passing. That's tough. Bengals, Colts, Dolphins, Chiefs, Steelers, Vikings, Raiders, Commanders, Bills. Okay, take everything with a grain of salt. Bears. Bears the best rushing team? Really? They the best rushing team offensively. And I think I checked earlier, and they have the worst rushing defense. So when the Bears play, you just see a whole lot of running on both sides of the ball. That's crazy. Ravens, Browns, Giants, Falcons, Jags, Saints. Falcons gonna go up when I need to check back on Caleb Huntley. I need to see what's going on with Cordell Patterson this week. Let me see what's going on with Cordell Patterson, because if he doesn't play this week, say he's aiming to return this week. Designated to return from IR. Injury report. This is an hour ago. I know I'm getting off track here. It's just for fantasy purposes. Cordell Patterson say he's about 90%. Oh, my boy say he healthy. I might need Buddy for just one game, Huntley for one game. We'll see. Got back to work on Wednesday. I'll probably wait till the weekend. Somebody else pick him up, then they got it. Looks like he's gonna be healthy, very likely. Where we at? 49ers. Worst rushing. I'll check worst rushing. Defense. Passing stats. Defense. Yards. Best passing defense. Eagles, Broncos, Packers, Bills, Cowboys. You got your top 5 right there. Best passing defenses. Bears. Texans are pretty good too, but I'm pretty sure they give up rushing yards, so that might be the issue there. You give up rushing, so people ain't really trying to pass on you too much, you know. But I think their secondary is solid. Actually, yeah, their secondary actually is kind of solid, personnel wise. But I think we give up a decent amount of rushing yards. Well, we just gave up 200 to Derrick Henry, so of course we do. Malik Willis only had to throw the ball 10 times, had 6 completions. It's crazy. Chargers, Bucks, Niners. Worst passing defense, the Falcons. Falcons, Steelers, Ravens, Dolphins, Cardinals, Chiefs. This is just yards base. Seahawks up there too. Bears. Oh wait, rushing defense. Sorry, apologies. I'm gonna take a break in a second. I'll use rushing. Rushing defense. Texans got the worst. Oh man, I thought the Bears had the worst. We got the worst. That's tough. Who do we play this week? Playing the Eagles. Oh, they about to run all over. God dang. God dang. Bears, Texans, Packers, Seahawks, Giants, Lions, Cowboys, Bucks, Panthers, Patriots. Patriots kind of iffy. They just had a good game against the who did they just play this past week? The Jets. They kind of stopped them from running the ball pretty well, so it's interesting. Well, okay, player stats. I heard with this. I'm doing this way longer than I expected. Joe Burrow leading the league in passing. That's interesting. I ain't gonna lie. I guess it's after the game he just had. Joe, Tom, Josh Allen, Pat, Justin. Top 5 all. Considered pretty much elite quarterbacks. It's cool. Matt Ryan, unfortunately, probably done for the season. They might as well go ahead and cut him. I would. What team needs some insurance? A quarterback. Yeah, I mean, plenty of teams can use insurance at quarterback. I'll go ahead and pick them up if I'm one of them playoff contenders. Nah. I cut them. Stay ready in case the team lose their quarterback. Kyler Murray, Geno, Jared Goff. Okay. Leading in passing touchdowns. Let's see. 20 for Pat Mahomes. 5 interceptions. Oh my gosh, nice. Good ratio. Same thing with Josh Allen, 19 and 6. Who got the least picks right now? Jalen Hurts with only 2 interceptions, but he got 10 less touchdowns than Mahomes, 9 less than Josh Allen. The ratio is good though. The ratio is very good, but yeah. Let's see. Completion percentage. Geno still top of the league. 72%. Geno and Matt Stafford are only 70% quarterbacks now. Matt right there on the edge is 70. Rushing yards. Nick Chubb leading the league in rushing, 841. Derrick Henry on a tail. Derrick Henry coming back. He on a tail, 755. Saquon, of course, at 2. Josh Jacobs looking like his former self, man. Elite potential. Aaron Jones, Travis Etienne, looking like he's about to be in that elite conversation. He has a talent, man. Khalil Herbert, 563. Khalil right there, man. I traded for him. I think I might keep him. I was considering trading him because him and David Montgomery rotate, but I might keep him because got good potential. Same thing with Ramondre. I just got him too. Might keep him. I just got a lot of people. I just traded like my whole team in fantasy almost. I legit did. I ain't gonna lie. Now that I think about it, just about my whole team I traded away. It's kind of crazy, but all my flips are nice. Everybody I flipped was nice. Let's see. Receiving, Tyreek still doing it. Austin Eckler still doing it, leading these running backs in catches. Yards, check yards. I seen Travis Kelce up there. Just picked up Mike Evans. Tyreek leading the yards, 961, 764 for Diggs. Man, Tyreek, hey, Tyreek could he need to get some more touchdowns because he could definitely triple crown it this year. He already about to have 1,000. It's only been it's been 9 games. He's about to crack 1,000. Wow, he's on a good pace. He's on a really good pace. Jalen Waddle, him. When last time we seen two receivers in the top 5 in week 9? When last time we saw that? I can't remember. I don't know. All right, man. We got a few more. We got a few more to look at. Got interceptions. Von Bell got 4. CJ Gardner-Johnson got 4. Okay, CJ. Tariq, come on, man. We need another one. I think Minka had one that got called back. That's tough. Tackles. Roquan Smith leading the league in tackles, and now he is a Baltimore Raven. See Divine Diablo. I've been seeing some good stuff about Divine Diablo. Been seeing some good stuff about him. Nick Bosa, 8.5 sacks. Interesting. Very interesting. Fumbles. Which fumbles? Kobe Ryan still leading with 4. No kick return touchdowns this week. Still no punt return touchdowns this season. We're in week 9. Heading into week 9. Interesting. We got Colin Cowherd. Let me take it real quick. Colin Cowherd. And then I'm gonna give my predictions for week 9. All right, man. Let's do it. Herd hierarchy.
All right, here we go.
Week 9.
Week at this time.
Week 9.
10 NFL teams. It's not easy doing this.
Let's see what he got this week.
Teams. Here we go.
Let's see.
Herd hierarchy.
Time is now. Let's go.
The top 10 NFL teams according to Colins. Number 10.
Cincinnati. Listen, the Chiefs lost to the Colts. It's okay on the road to have a bad game.
Did he have Bengals in the top 10 last week? I don't recall. No, I think he had them top 5 last week. Think so. Yeah. Now they lost to the Browns. They got in top 5 last week.
Game. 3 of their 4 losses have come on the road. They struggle to block Myles Garrett. Jamar Chase is out.
Bro, we heard all of this talk about them fixing the O-line. If you're a Bengals fan, let me know what's going on, please. If y'all have commented, I haven't seen it, but I ask this often. I feel like I ask it every time one of these games come up where they have troubles with the offensive line. I thought they fixed it in the offseason. And I'm being honest, I'm not trying to clown them or anything. I just heard a lot of talks about that, like they fixed it in the offseason.
But Joe Burrow's been sacked 99 times in the
Never mind.
last 2 years.
Y'all can't see it. It's okay.
Fixed on the edges. They have helped it on the interior. Now they got the Panthers a bye and the Steelers coming up. They're going to be fine. But listen, Cleveland owns them, and it's just one of those things where Myles Garrett right now, the Bengals don't have the personnel to block him.
Cleveland owns them.
Cleveland would give him trouble last night. They did, but don't sell the farm. Carolina beat Tom Brady. We get this every year where you have a game, you don't show up, it's a bad matchup, and you get whacked. The Bengals are still a top 10 team.
Is he alluding to the Panthers beating?
Seahawks a good story or a good team? I don't know.
Was he alluding to the Panthers beating the Bengals? That's an interesting take right there.
No, but they're number 4 in the league.
Seahawks 9. This is his first time putting the Seahawks in the top 10, if I'm not mistaken. I think this is his first time.
They had the best draft I can recall in years. 2 tackles, star running back, star corner, star pass rusher, or semi-star. They have 14 sacks over the last 3 weeks. They lead the NFL. Their defense, 7 games with multiple takeaways. They hit it out of the park. Pete Carroll's always done very well with young players who buy into his relentless energy. They're now scoring Shane Waldron, a great OC hire. Seahawks at 9.
Number 8.
You know I love the Ravens. I love the Ravens. They drive me nuts, but they have the easiest remaining schedule, the number 2 rushing offense in the league.
They got the easiest schedule. I thought the Eagles did. I mean, Eagles got some competition there with the Giants and the Cowboys still in the division. Commanders, it's a divisional game, so it could be some comp. Could be, but I guess.
The highest rushing average. They can control the clock. And by the way, Lamar Jackson wins 75% of his games. And yes, he can win it in the fourth quarter too, like he did last week. He's had back-to-back games without a turnover. There are so many things I like about this franchise. Starts with Harbaugh and Lamar Jackson. They're always going to be in my top 10 unless they literally go off a cliff. Still have Baltimore at 8.
Number 7.
Right now, the Dolphins are good. Now, I do think post-Thanksgiving, cold, windy weather, it'll be a different looking offense, but they're 5-0 this year when Tua starts. They are terrific on third down. Do you know the only offenses in the league that pass the ball better in terms of numbers are the Bills and the Chiefs? So between the coach, the tight end, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, this is explosive. And also, you know what? You got to give Tua credit. On third down, he has been unbelievable this year. He's completed 72% of his throws on third down. Some of that is schematics, but he deserves credit. They're 5-0 when he starts. Miami at 7.
Number 6.
I don't have too many complaints right now.
The only loss this year for this team is game 1 when Dak was injured.
That would be a nice matchup. The Dolphins and the Cowboys. I don't think they play this year, but that would be a nice matchup.
The NFL with 33 sacks. Sometimes they get them without bringing that much pressure. They take the ball away. Now, can they come to terms with Tony Pollard is their running back? He's their star running back, not Zeke. Jerry, you're just going to have to step aside.
I saw that they said they would take a $16 million cap hit if they keep. Well, this was me talking to chat. They'll take a $60 million cap hit if they keep Zeke next year. So if they cut him, they free up $16 million in cap space. That's not a bad idea. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money you could put elsewhere, knowing that you got insurance with Tony Pollard. I wouldn't complain about that, honestly. But
I know you love Zeke. You paid him a lot of money. Do I have questions about Mike McCarthy in crisis? Absolutely. Questions about not having anybody I trust beyond CeeDee Lamb at wideout? Absolutely. But this defense, this run game, They're 6. Cowboys.
Number 5.
Vikings added T.J. Hawkinson, another weapon.
That's
to
a
this
nice
offense.
pickup,
One of
bro.
2 teams in the league
Very
with 10
nice.
touchdown passes and 10 rushing touchdowns. The Eagles are the other. Yes, they're winning close games. That's why they get T.J. Hawkinson. So you can't double up on Justin Jefferson and take him out of game plans. Listen, I like him. Do I love him? I'll tell you this. You had a great tight end to Dalvin Cook, Thielen, Justin Jefferson. By the way,
it opens up a lot, bro.
Packers is crushing it. They got a lot of the elements. Vikings at 5.
Number 4.
Listen, if you don't get the Niners, I can't help you. Okay, they lost to Kansas City after Kansas City came off a loss to Buffalo. It was a buzzsaw. But Jimmy Garoppolo, hate to break it to you, 4th straight game with multiple touchdown passes, 4 games with 100-plus passer rating. This week, crushed the Rams without Debo.
A lot of this is arguable. Y'all think the Niners would beat the Dolphins right now? That would be a good game. But after how they play against the Chiefs, I don't know. I might have to move the Dolphins up a little higher. So, as much as I like the Niners, I might have to move them up. We'll see how everything plays out once they integrate Christian McCaffrey a little bit more, build that chemistry, you know, them and Debo, all that good stuff. But we'll see. But right now, I think I might put the Dolphins ahead of them.
Without their great fullback, every week they get another healthy player back. 8th straight regular win over the rival Rams. Now it's Christian McCaffrey. Elijah Mitchell's coming back. Keep your eye on the Niners. In the NFC, they're going nowhere.
Number 3.
Did he say in the NFC they're going nowhere? What?
Buffalo Bills. I know they won and everybody loves it. Does anybody bail on their...
Did I misunderstand that? Bills at 3. So Chiefs and Eagles.
Running game.
He dropped them. Did he drop them? I could have sworn he had them at 1.
Faster than Buffalo. They're getting too cocky. Too much chatter. You don't have any wins. Where are your Super Bowls? You couldn't get them with Jim Kelly. You're not getting them now. I like the team, but they bail on their run game. They're overly Josh Allen-centric. Sometimes you got to take the ball out of your
He
best
keeps
player
saying that,
to protect
but
him from himself.
I don't know if I agree with that. Overly Josh Allen centric. He's the quarterback. Like what else? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that comment.
Now they do have the number 1 offense and the best yardage differential. But Josh Allen's accounted for 21 of their 23 offensive touchdowns this year. Stop bailing on your run game. Bills at 3.
Number 2.
Chiefs were idle, so I'll put them at 2.
Run game will be a lot better with Nyheim Hines in that mix. It's going to diversify that offense. I think we're going to see more James Cook. He's a lot more explosive than Zach Moss. So, you know, I think you could 1-2 punch with Devin and Devin Singletary and James Cook. And then third downs, Nyheim Hines comes in.
What do you want me to say? They're 19-3 off a bye with Andy Reid, so you know they're winning this week. Best third down offense. Why I put them at 2? They're susceptible on the back end of their defense. They've allowed the most passing touchdowns in the league. Some of that is...
I ain't gonna lie. They passing yards and passing touchdowns. They're up there. I ain't gonna lie. Defensively, they're up there.
Some of it is because they gave up a really good corner to the Niners. I do worry in the AFC that they're vulnerable on the back end of that defense. It worries me. Kansas City.
But I think it's still clear though that 1A and 1B are Chiefs and the Bills. However you want to toss it, like they're 1A and 1B. So
Number 1.
Listen, Philadelphia played and won by a rout. They are no longer just a great story. They appear to be a great team. They take the ball away. They don't give it up. Boy, when you give a young quarterback a star receiver, Josh Allen gets Stephon Diggs, pops.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts gets A.J. Brown, pops.
Yeah.
Tua gets Tyreek Hill, pops.
yeah.
A.J. Brown stretches.
Now Tua got to do better with them underthrows. I ain't gonna lie to you. He definitely got to do better with that. But yeah, he making a point because AJ went crazy. It's crazy like how much he's overshadowing Devontae. I thought they both had a 100-yard game this year, but I think they got their potential to be like Hill and Waddle, kind of, sorta, not really, because you got elite speed like that. That's totally different. But it's a nice duo, but they're not eating that way. Like Devontae is definitely the number, like definitely a number 2. With the Dolphins, they feel like they got 1-1.
They played and they won in a rout. Hi everybody.
That's it, man.
Watching. Subscribe here.
All right, I got mixed feelings about this list, but Not terrible. Not terrible at all. Let me see. Where am I with it?
Just a great story. They
Like I said, Dolphins. I'll put the Dolphins higher.
appear to be.
I'd take the Dolphins over.
Listen, Philadelphia played and won by a rout. They are no longer just a great story.
Yeah, I'm taking the Dolphins over Dallas right now. Taking the Dolphins over Dallas, Minnesota. I'll probably put the Dolphins at 4. I feel like that's reasonable. I'll put Seattle at 5. We can keep his 1, 2, 3. Dolphins 4, Seattle 5. Gets a little tricky there. Cowboys. Yeah, I got mixed feelings about that. Vikings 6, Cowboys 7. And then y'all do what y'all want with the rest of that. If I said that correctly. But we'll move on to our week 9 selections. All right, y'all. We have week 9, Thursday night football, Texans Eagles. We're gonna go ahead and check out the depth charts, but we already know. We all know how that's gonna end. Texans worst run defense in the league. Eagles one of the best run offenses in the league. Where am I at? Texans depth chart. So we just checking these for injury purposes. Texans depth chart. Let's see. Davis Mills. I can't wait till John Mechie come back next year. It's gonna be interesting. Malik Collins out. Christian Harris is questionable. I really haven't. Texans fans, how has Christian Harris been playing this year? I have not been paying much attention to him. That's interesting. I really haven't. Y'all let me know. Other than that, let's see what we're looking at with the Eagles. They need a bunch of people to be out in order for us to win this game. Very healthy team. Yeah, Eagles, Chargers versus the Falcons. Falcons have been competitive. Competitive squad. That was a great game they played last week. Exciting game. Chargers, I think they were on a bye week. Falcons allowing the most passing yards this season so far. Chargers, we know, a pretty good passing team. Even though Mike Williams out for a few weeks, Keenan Allen questionable. There's gonna be some question marks here. If we don't get neither one of these guys to play, which Mike is out, if Keenan does not play, I'm leaning towards the Falcons, to be honest. Justin Herbert can only do so much, you know what I mean? Got a pretty good squad though. For the most part, everybody there. Let's see, Atlanta. Cordell Patterson should be coming back. And Chargers don't have the best run defense. So I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna give the upset to the Falcons. I give the Falcons the upset. Now, again, if Keenan Allen plays, I very much think the Chargers will win, but he hasn't been healthy. He played last week, but didn't finish the game. So I'm gonna give it to the Falcons for now. Dolphins versus Bears. Dolphins just added a good weapon on defense and offense. So picking the Dolphins off rip. Bears added Chase Claypool. That's good too. Very good. It's gonna be good for them. Gonna be the best receiver on that roster. So that's automatic targets, automatic production. They got a lot to do. Who did I just say? My head, man. Dolphins. Okay, check the Dolphins depth chart for injuries. Miami Dolphins. For the most part, everybody. Jeff Wilson, second string running back. Already, I seen that. I think that's expected. It's gonna be a nice duo. They're already nice, man. I'm pretty sure they got some solid compensation for Chase Edmonds was in that Bradley Chubb trade. Man, that was a nice pickup. Panthers Bengals. Colin Cowherd made a point saying that the Panthers just beat the Buccaneers, so they could beat the Bengals, but they just lost to the Falcons. So I'm gonna pick the Bengals in this one. PJ been playing nice. as a unit, they've been playing pretty good these last 2 games. Even against the Falcons, they almost won that game. It was a pretty good game. But it's what it is. Win some, lose some. Came down to field goals, and they didn't execute. Cincinnati Bengals. Sorry. Bengals. Joe Burr. Joe Mixon. Jamar Chase out. T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd. It's gonna be interesting. J.C. Horn is a pretty nice corner, but you can't cover them both. I don't know what else they got. Dante Jackson too. How have the Panthers done against the pass this year? Let me see. NFL team stats, defense, passing. Let me see. This is a really good passing offense. The Panthers, they're like slightly below average. They're below average. They're not terrible. They're definitely below average. They're below average pass defense. See, as far as touchdowns allowed, they're in double digits. Same thing there. They're very much average when it comes to touchdowns allowed. So I mean, I think they could possibly have their way. I mean, they close to the Browns, but I think Browns got a better scheme against them since they're in the same division. Played them twice. We'll see. I'm gonna give it to the Bengals for now. I think I wrote the Bengals on this one. Gosh, I can't. This has been a bad year as far as keeping track of my record. I have not been doing it this year, man. Lions and Packers. We're picking the Packers. Y'all got to do it. Y'all got to. They done lost 3 in a row now. I'm not entirely sure, but no excuses here, man. Y'all got to get this dub. Lions could take it, but I think the Packers got this one. They just traded TJ Hawkinson. Crazy trade. I don't know if it's a contract situation or what, but it's kind of wild. Randall Cobb's on IR. Allen Lazard is questionable. Allen Lazard needs to play, man. Allen, Sammy, man. If they had a consistent Allen Lazard, Sammy Watkins, and Randall Cobb every game, if this receiving core was just consistently healthy, I think they'd be a lot better. If everybody was healthy, but it's not the case. Yeah, we're gonna roll with the Packers on this one. Raiders versus Jaguars. I'm gonna pick the Jags. Raiders just got shut out. They took a mean L. Jags just lost too though. But I kind of like the Jags a little better, just a little better. Just a little bit. Ain't by much at all. Like it's really a 50-50 game. But I like the Jags a little better. There we go. Darren Waller questionable. Okay. Colts versus Patriots. I'm gonna pick the Pats, but Sam Ehlinger, he could take this one. I ain't gonna lie. Sam could take this one. Matt Ryan D. What does D stand for? Don't recall. I don't remember. D is for doubtful. Oh, that shoulder injury? I didn't know that. Jonathan Taylor questionable. Hopefully he plays. Deion Jackson is second. Zach Moss was a good pickup for them. Looking forward to see how that plays out. Deion played good though when Jonathan was out. It'd be nice to have another reliable running back there. I feel like Naheem's is reliable too, but I guess they went downhill runners. Maybe the philosophy is changing a little bit. I don't know. I really have no clue why they traded Naheem Hines. Maybe picks were included in that. I don't know, but receivers have been playing pretty solid. Shaquille Leonard back. I checked the Patriots already. Let me see. Mac Jones, Bailey Zappi. Hopefully we don't see any more quarterback controversy right now. Ramondre Stevenson. Damian Harris questionable. Tyquan is a starter? I didn't know that. What is it, like slot? I didn't know. Yeah, I'm gonna I wrote the Patriots for now. Bills versus Jets. Bills, of course. It should be an interesting game though, just because it's a divisional game. But Jets about to look a lot different without their running back Brees Hall. So it's about to be some adjusting. I don't know if they're gonna look like the same team. It was a good balance there. Zach is gonna have the ball in his hands a lot more, so we're gonna see what happens. Everybody for the most part is there. For the most part, Trey White's supposed to be coming back soon, if not this week. It says questionable right there next to his name. Zach Wilson, Michael Carter, James Robinson. Hopefully we see them get some work this week, because the Packers just ran on the Bills crazy. Hopefully we can see them get some work this week, but we'll see. His defense is pretty solid. It's a solid defense, but offense need a match. Definitely needs to match. But Bills, Vikings, Commanders. We're gonna pick the Vikings. Should be an interesting game though. Taylor Heineke has been making this team very competitive. Very, very competitive. See Brian Robinson, Gibson. They've been rotating the backs. Brian been getting most of the carries. Antonio better in the receiving game though. But they both pretty solid. I feel like they even to an extent. Vikings just got them a big weapon with TJ Hawkinson. So I mean, we like I said, we rolling with the Vikings. I'm just checking for injury purposes. That's all. Jalen Naylor. I didn't know he was on the Vikings. I think he was with the Bucks in preseason. He's pretty solid. I ain't gonna lie. He's shifty. Really shifty, fast receiver. Zadarius Smith questionable. That's not good news, but he should be good. We'll see. Where we at? Seahawks Cardinals. We're picking the Seahawks in this one. Was going to be a good game. Which looks like this is the new Seahawks versus the Cardinals. I want to see this matchup with Tariq Woolen and D Hop. Should be interesting. D Hop's D Hop, but it's gonna be just good to see. Seahawks team is playing really good right now. Cardinals team competitive, but Seahawks team is playing really good right now. Nice young team. Where we at? Arizona. That was the first one. James Conner questionable, could be coming back this week. It'll be interesting to see. I guess that's it for that. Yeah, I'm gonna roll with the Seahawks, but should be an interesting game. Rams and Buccaneers. Oh gosh, this is actually a good game, but it's not a good game because these teams are not doing good. But let's see. Darrell Henderson supposed to be starting. Malcolm Brown. Kyron Williams, has he even played this year? He's been on IR all year. Let's see. Defense, everybody there for the most part. Rams, Tampa, Tom, Leonard, Mike, Julio. I need Mike to play, man. Need him to play. Everybody there for the most part. I'm gonna give it to the Bucks. Both coming off L's. Bucks lost 2 in a row. I'm gonna give them this one. It's gonna be tough. Titans and Chiefs. Giving this one to the Chiefs. The Titans are not versatile. It's crazy to think that they made it to, was it 5-2? 5-2, bro. It's kind of crazy to think they made it to 5-2. And they heavy run. Started off shaking the first 2 games. They winning. They win. That's all that matters, that they're winning. But tough. They got a lot of people on IR. A lot of people on IR. So Ryan Tannehill might be playing this week. Questionable. Chiefs should be healthy. They're coming off a bye week. Should be healthy for the most part. Yeah, they healthy for. What did Frank Clark get suspended for? 2-game suspension for conduct policy. What did he do? I did not know that. I get depth with Carlos Dunlap. Got some good depth on his defense. Yeah, Chiefs for sure. I just don't see the Titans being versatile enough to beat them. Even if they play good defense, I don't know how they're gonna do on the offensive end. Chiefs got a solid run defense. They have to break them down. Pass defense ain't elite or nothing crazy good, but they gonna have to spread it out some. Monday Night Football: Ravens versus the Saints. Oh, it's gonna be a good matchup. Saints just shut out the Raiders. The Saints are a competitive team, regardless of their record. They're a competitive team. Of course, we know the Ravens are, but it's gonna be interesting. Alvin, Michael Thomas questionable. They need Michael and Jarvis Landry to stay healthy, man. Team look like a potential playoff team at the beginning of the season. I mean, they still could be because their division is bad, but yeah, Baltimore. Lamar, Gus, Rashad, Mark. They got some questionables. Oh, Rashad is out. Oh, he's not playing this game. Kenyon Drake might play. Isaiah might play. I mean, they'll be fine. They got some solid backups, but need everybody to be healthy. Roquan is gonna be crazy. If he starts this game, it's gonna be crazy. So he's gonna be inside with Patrick Queen. So Malik Harrison and Josh Barnes taking the back seat off rip. That's gonna be nice, man. They've done a good job over the years of adding free agents to this team. Marcus Peters, Justin Houston, Roquan now, Jason Pierre-Paul, Calais Campbell, Marcus Williams. Marcus on IR? Oh, I forgot that. Place on injury reserve. Oh, that's 23 days ago. It's about a month ago now. All right, well, that's it, man. We'll see how this plays out. Feel pretty confident about these. But yeah. We'll end it there. Appreciate y'all for watching. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe. Stay tuned. Stay blessed.